Back in September, I decided to get a full body checkup in India. And the first thing we did at Shri Narayani Hospital was to fill up forms and choose our health checkup package. I opted for the executive health checkup, which was 5,500 rupees. And since I wasn't a local, we were instructed to go to the International Patient Care Center. It was a shame that I forgot my passport and also my Form C, but they were so kind to accept the soft copies we had on our phones. They just had to verify my ID, and after a few minutes, it was all set. One thing that I really liked about the service was that there were always attendants ready to help and guide us, and it made the process so much more convenient. The first thing we did was blood collection. A lot of blood tests would require us to fast for around 10 to 12 hours, and I actually booked an appointment and emailed the hospital a few days prior, and they reminded me of that as well. So this piece of paper contains the tests that we need to do, and everything is labeled in here. It's just so easy to navigate, and these are passed on to different attendants during the day, so not only one attendant will help you out, it's a lot of them, and they would put their signatures at the end if they've finished it. Everything is communicated between them, and they can show us what to do next. After some tests, I was given the go signal to eat. The hospital has a restaurant inside, and you actually pay for the meal beforehand when you pay for your checkup. So the checkup was 5,500 plus 100 for breakfast, all in all. But since Vino wasn't a patient, he had to pay extra for his meal. After we had our fill, we continued through the series of tests, and this package also included eye and dental checkups. This was our second waiting time because we went here before breakfast and the line was still quite long, so we came back and did a series of tests where there were no waiting lines. So that was efficient. It's because of that piece of paper that the attendants showed us where to go, because if your test has a queue, you can easily do another test and come back to it. For the abdomen and pelvic ultrasound, I was required to fill my bladder with water. So I had to drink 2.5 liters of water for them to allow me on the bed. And they sell mineral water, and there's also free water in the vicinity, but bring your own water bottle or water container for convenience. And after that, I took my last blood test, which was a post-meal sugar level, I assumed. And the last thing to complete the list was a 2D echo.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was honestly long. Like, it's so weird hearing your own heart. I did hear, and until like my belly too. It was a pretty weird feeling actually. The tests were done in the morning at around 8:30, and it was all done a little bit after 12 noon, and they asked us to come back at 1:30 p.m. So V and I just went out for drinks and snacks in the meantime. Going back, it took another 30 minutes of waiting, so we got the results at around 2 p.m. And inside the pouch, there was a folder with all of your results. So I really liked how it was packaged. It was organized, and that really made me happy. After the results were done, they would direct you to go to the physician in the outpatient department. And the doctor will run through all your results, prescribe medication if needed. And because we got through it and my sugar level is normal, we deserved some ice cream.